Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to be starting a new topic, and today we're going to be talking about fractions. Now, over the next 5 days, I'm going to teach you 5 different aspects of fractions, and we're going to start off with the easiest one, where we just recognize the different types of fractions. Now, you might have heard when we talk about time, we talk about quarter past, quarter to, half past. Those are all fractions, and we use those fractions to tell time. So, today we're going to be working on page 64 of your textbook, exercise 12.1. The memo for yesterday's or Monday's homework, you can pause the video now and give your work a mark. Remember, corrections where possible. Okay, today is a new mental maths day, so I'd like you to tackle number 3, our times table chart number 3, and you can pause the video now. When you're finished, you can mark. Remember, work quickly but accurately. You may now mark your work. Okay, boys and girls, what is a fraction? A fraction is a part of a whole number or a group of items. So if I have 3 cars and I only want to take one of them, I could say that I'm taking 1/3 of the cars away. Okay? It's like the pieces of a pizza. You have a whole pizza, and that whole pizza can be cut into slices. Okay, fraction is a part of a set, for example, like a dozen cupcakes. If I want to take one of them away, I'd be taking a fraction. Now, fractions are very, very important, and the most important thing is that the sizes of the slices are exactly the same. They are equal. So, for example, if I had to share a pizza between myself and my younger brother, I would have to cut that pizza into 2 equal pieces so that he gets no more or no less than I do. So, for example, that could not be called fraction pieces. So that rectangle could not be split up into fractions because those pieces are not equal. The next one, that one, is split up into 5 equal pieces. So we could call each slice of that blue rectangle fifths because they are split up into 5 equal pieces. What does a fraction look like? Well, it's a number written on top of a number, almost like a division sign, but we use numbers instead of dots. The top number is called the numerator, and the numerator is the number of pieces that we're talking about. Okay? So if I'm talking about 5 Smarties, my numerator would be 5. The bottom number is called the denominator. Okay? Denominator, the deep one at the bottom. This number represents the total number of items you might have in a packet. For example, if I have 6 balls in a packet, the denominator would be 6, but only 2 of them were blue. So my numerator would be 2. 2/6 of the balls were blue. How do we read fractions? 1/2, 1/3, 1/4. We never ever say 1/4. That's an incorrect way of reading a fraction. 1/6, 1/8, and 1/10. Okay. Parts of a set. Now here's a nice example. We made 6 cookies. 1 was peanut butter and 5 were chocolate. So boys and girls, how many cookies were there all together? Yes, there were 6 cookies altogether. Okay? So there they are. There's our 6 cookies. 5 of them are chocolate chip. We can see that the chocolate chip ones have got little pieces of chocolate in. And 1 of them was peanut butter. I want to know, what would the fraction look like for the number of peanut butter cookies? Remember, I said to you, the number that we are looking at is the numerator, the number at the top. So how many peanut butter cookies are there? Okay, there are 1. How many biscuits are there in total? How many cookies are there in total? Yes, the denominator is the total number of cookies, and that would have been 6. What do we call that fraction? No, not 1/6. We call it 1/6. 1/6 of those cookies were peanut butter. Let's do the other way. How many of those cookies would have been chocolate chip? Yes, there were 5 chocolate chip, and there were 6 in total, so we would have had 5/6. What fraction of the triangles is red? First of all, let's work out our denominator. How many triangles are there in total? Yes, there are 2. How many of them are red? 1. So the number that I'm looking at would be 1. That would be the numerator. Red triangles, there would be 1. And the total number of triangles would have been 2. How do I read that fraction? I read that fraction as a half. Parts of a set again. What fraction of the boxes are orange? So first of all, we need to work out what is our numerator and what is our denominator. The numerator will be the number of items they want us to look at. What fraction of the boxes are orange? Now there's only 1, so it's going to have to be 1. So orange boxes would be 1. And how many boxes were there in total? This would be our denominator. We read that fraction as 1/4. You could say 1/4 or 1/4. Parts of a set. What fraction of the stars are yellow? I'm going to let you do this one on your own, and I want to see how you do. Have you managed that? How many were yellow? That would be your numerator. There would be 4 yellow stars. How many stars in total? There would have been 10. So we read that fraction as 4/10. 4/10 of the stars were yellow. How many of the stars would have been the bluey green? That's correct. There would have been 6/10. Now we get a delicious pizza cut into 8 equal slices. Remember fractions? The fraction pieces are always equal to each other. I ate 2 slices. What fraction of the pizza did I eat? First of all, what were they asking us? They asked us how many fractions did we eat? And I said 2, so the numerator must be 2. How many slices in total? There were 8 slices in total. How do I read that fraction? I read it as 2/8. What is a fraction of the colored part of each of the below? So I want you to tell me what fraction of these shapes is colored in. First one, 1/3. The second one, 1/8. The next one, oh, that's an easy one. 1/2 is colored in. And that one, 1/6. Correct. And the last one, this one is a big one. Oh no, it's not that big. 1/4. Parts of a whole. What fraction of the shape below is shaded? the first one would be 1/4, then 2/4, then 3/4, and then 4/4. And 4/4, if we write that as a simplified fraction, we never ever say 4/4 or 3/3 or 2/2 or 6/6. We always say that is equal to 1 whole. Okay, it's a whole shape. Okay. What fraction of the colored part is the colored part of each of the below pictures? I'm going to give you 2 seconds between the picture and me giving you the answer. If that's too quick, pause the video, try and work it out, and then press play. That one is 4/6. That one would be a whole. The whole shape is colored in. 2/3. And 7/8. Last one, 3/4. Okay, boys and girls, in your exercise books, your textbooks, exercise 12.1, I want you to do these as homework today. This is all revision of what we've just done in this lesson. The first section, for each shape, A, you're going to tell me what fraction is shaded in each diagram. B, write that fraction in words. And C, what fraction of each diagram is not shaded. Okay, so I'm going to do number 1 with you. And I think on your exam pad, the easiest way to do this is to put them into 3 columns. Okay, so if I do 3 columns quickly, I'm going to do the number 1 with you, just so that you get an idea of what they're looking for. So, if I look at A, what fraction of that shape is shaded? Yes, 1/2 of the shape is shaded. How do I write that in words? I would say 1/2. And how much of that shape is not shaded? Yes, the other half is not shaded. Okay. Question 2, you're just going to complete that word sentence. I'd like you to write the sentence out in full, and the fractions that you write in, I want you to underline them in a green pencil. Question 3 refers to this picture on the side here of the bunch of bananas. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bananas there in total. Okay? So the denominator will always be 6. I want you to see if you can fill in the missing numbers in those fractions. Again, I want you to write out the whole question. Okay? For number 1a, 1 banana equals how many sixths of the whole bunch? Okay? So 1 banana, what would it be compared to the whole bunch? Yes, it would be 1/6. Okay. Boys and girls, you are going to complete exercise 12.1 on page 64, and please remember, keep your work neat and tidy and concentrate. Fractions are not always easy, but if you concentrate, they become quite easy. Thank you, boys and girls. See you tomorrow.